What better way to spend a Saturday afternoon than this game that we have in store for you right here? As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Baylor Bears and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Houston Cougars offense will have the first crack at it in this one. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially. Goes high to pull it in. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
The run inside. It's Young. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. The short hands, it's Hughes. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's looking downfield to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
They go play action with Lagway. Wiggles free. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Unloads it left. Working the middle. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Bears will call on their punt team. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Looking outside, it's Hughes. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook.
Trying to beat the D deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Lagway. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, it has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results or...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Steps away. Looking for his man in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Cougars!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's Lagway to pass. He's got an open man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Finds his big tight end. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And it's good from 58 yards out.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Motion from the back. He wants to change this route. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Hughes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Hughes. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Wegman. Looking to scramble. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And how about he dropped back to pass twice on this drive so far? He's thrown 2 completions and chewed up over half the field. This offense, this QB, dialed in, understanding what he's seeing, and he is putting his foot down and being aggressive, taking shots down the field, and now this offense in great scoring position.
And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Walker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Delivers the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he gets it all the way back to the 45-yard line and really sets up his offense. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous... There he goes! Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Bears will hustle to the line. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Lagway. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the back. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. 3rd down from the gun, DJ Lagway. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's going to take off. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Floating away. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the right. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
The Cougars will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Hughes. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. Lagway wants to throw. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it way down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Kick is good, and the offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the number 15 team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this up.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. Wide open space. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
To the air, it's Griffin. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And they'll knock him down. Houston wants to play fast. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cougars! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Play fake Lagway. Unloads to the right. Got a man, it's Miller. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Freeman. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Lagway on the play action. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Bears send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Bringing the heat. Rolling right and going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
There's a crease. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
It's on target and complete. And they get him down. Houston going up tempo. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throwing on the run. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Lagway. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Walker. Finding some room. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Slings it downfield. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On the direct snap, it's Walker. And he got enough for the first down, but we'll need to check on that injured player. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Runs through a tackle. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Trying the run, it's Sanford. Maybe a crease. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's Lagway to pass. Makes the catch. It's Turner. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not as...
He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! The Bears have the answer.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. This is not a time to pad your stats. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
Man, it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They
Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stadium. Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. These kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Scanning the field, it's Harrington. Buying some time. Taking a shot on the first play. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll get rid of it. And the timing just a hair off.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben.
Running inside, it's Allen. There's some room. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And the fullbacks, you know, usually are...
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. The give to the fullback. There he goes. The 50. Past the 30. Past the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Looking for more room. Touchdown ASU. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Looking to scramble. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Longhorns right after the huge play through the air back to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Harrington. Quarterback adapting. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Big fullback's got it. Tripped up for the tackle. It'll be 3rd and long.
Red 18.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down.
Move.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 4th down, Russell. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play, too. You get the ball to the fullback. You're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
He's got the 2-point conversion, but that deficit is still huge. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
Makes it past the marker. Speeding down the left side. Smashes ahead. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Just when you thought the fullback position was extinct in college football, how about that run by the big fella? Wow.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field.
Red 18, red 18.
Fullback's got it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Corner's going to give them room. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Picks up the first down. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They go play action with Russell. On the move to his left. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. It's crazy.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Offenses now, they know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on
See
the
your mic
inside
moving. What
that
you were
made
saying?
the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the
Now
fullback.
the nigga can't talk.
Not fooled there.
Well, you better block for him. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
Hey, easy. Move 42. Check him.
Russell will throw for it on 4th. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full
That's what I was asking you.
beat down. And with the
Man,
extra
shut your
point,
lame
they
ass
push
up.
the lead out a little further.
Play me in
A
Reds,
very
nigga. We can bet for
efficient
some real money.
five-way scoring drive.
All right, I thought so. Oh, I thought so. Nigga, this is not. Nigga, you did not score 11 touchdowns, nigga. Stop playing.
And he takes
Stop
this
playing.
from inside
You
the
know it's a
5.
fucking special game.
He
on
was looking for
sorry
some
ass
running room,
nigga.
but not much to
Nigga,
be
you can't
found
cut.
as
You
he
ain't got
stopped
no
at the
80,
18.
nigga. Shut your lame ass up. Pussy ass nigga. No, you the
He'll
one
start
mad.
this
Nigga, ain't
drive
nobody
from the
mad.
18-yard
Just
line.
ask what you said.
Blue 30.
Boy,
They'll go to the
you're
fullback.
garbage, bro. Just play me for some real
Not a
money.
whole lot of
Play me
progress
for some
made
real
there on
money.
the short run. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Backed
Man,
up now. Here's second
man,
and
what you
long.
talking? What you talking?
Looking for a man. It's Harrington. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
For fun? What?
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his
Nigga,
losses and
please.
pull it away. It'll be
Nigga,
3rd down.
please.
Well, at this point, you're
I'm
still
ready.
trying to throw
I'm
stuff
ready.
up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Shut your lame ass up. Lame ass nigga. Lame ass nigga. I'm about to cook this nigga, bro. I hate this shit. Do this shit, though. I gotta go all the way to the dashboard. Nigga lame as hell. Nigga play Ultimate Team talking about he like that. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
Go Rams, Tagi. EA Sports. Listen.
What this nigga name was? Hold on. I'm about to find him. He talking all that shit. Snagger. Okay. This nigga didn't rant. This nigga. Lame ass nigga. Nigga think I'm playing like I wasn't gonna send the invite. Fuck wrong with this nigga. Fuck wrong with this nigga, y'all. Yeah, I see how he about to duck, right? He about to duck. Accept the invite, nigga. Get your bitch ass online. Come on. It don't take that long to accept the invite. Bro, he don't want to play, bro. I'm over here chilling. Trying to play cut. Nigga want to talk some unnecessary shit, so I gotta show him. But he not gonna accept the invite, so I'm not even about to waste my time. I don't even like playing cut, really. First off, let me go get my playbook before I play another game. Where the Kansas offense at? I need the defense one too, but where's the offense at? Oh, I'm blind as hell. It's right here. Sorry ass team, bro. Hope this don't take forever. Squads ain't working. I hope I play the same nigga. I doubt it, but
Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. And everybody has been waiting on this one. Number 1 against number 2. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. He told me this will be the test of the year with both of these teams in the Big Ten, ranked in the top 10. They have got to crowd the line of scrimmage and get after the quarterback. See if they can affect this top 10 defense and offense at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. They'll open the second half with a run. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
That's
And we
why I
knew
don't
the
play
linebackers
cut
were the
early in the
strength
year.
of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
They're dealing with a second and long. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to pass, it's Harrington. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Fucking free looper,
Every
bro.
defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Keelan Russell. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
To the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And the extra point is good. On the run from inside his 25. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll give it to Johnson, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Breaks the tackle. They get him on the
God.
ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense with jumbo personnel.
Black 14, black 14, easy. Blue 18 flag, blue 18 flag.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Now on the move. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback will keep it. Finding some room. Inside the 30. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Jackson. And we have breaking news. They score yet
My niggas
another
are slow as
touchdown.
fuck.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Johnson. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play, too. You get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Hayes. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
So respectful.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. So now it's 2nd and long. They go play action with Russell. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Might have a chance.
No, bitch.
They're able to make the stop,
bitch.
but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W.
I can't do this right here. See how it frees me up? I gotta quit the game every time. Fuck it. I'm gonna have to play Road to the playoffs.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Something I can play. Huh? Hey, B. Look. We got, like, for the new parents and stuff, we got a tour. What up? Is that what I was doing? All right, here we go. I don't know if I want to play with it. I ain't played with BYU yet. Oh. They let you edit playbooks now. No? I'm tripping. They let you edit your defense. I guess. Let's go. I'm about to take that out.
Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. It's the Texas Longhorns and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds.
Yeah, I got a championship.
Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action.
I just know this nigga in Texas, bro. Okay.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bachmeier.
We're going to get busy,
The
though.
coverage team maintains his discipline, not
We
much
gonna get
doing on that
busy.
return.
I heard BYU got one of them playbooks.
Looking for a gap. It's Martin. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Let it go.
He's got it again. Finding some room.
We're going to get busy, though.
Now they've got
We're
a
gonna
little
get
room
busy.
to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stuff.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Those
I got
play-action
NFL
passes take a little
defensive
bit
end
longer
chasing
to
me,
develop,
bro.
right? Because you still have the fake.
What I'm supposed to do
and
with
the
that?
quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Got his man downfield. And they don't
That's
drag
a
him
dot.
down until he gets
That's
all
a
the way
dot.
to the 46-yard line. BYU lines up quickly.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that foot.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. BYU with the 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Throw.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback. That could not have gone any worse. This offense set up Palmer at the 1, going the wrong direction, man.
Yeah, it's way harder to score touchdowns from this area of the field because you can't throw into the end zone so easily. That was...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. No, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, BYU! Into the end zone for 6.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he makes the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to the well. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, the screen, something fast.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. That's reeled in, it's Bachmeier. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking for the score. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. Stopped short of the 1st down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Arts to throw. Finds his man. It's Townsend. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The DBs will back off a bit. To the air, it's Manning. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Buying some time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Martin. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Oh, it's a bad throw.
Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
Oh, Big Hank got him.
30. He's at the 10.
Oh, my God. That was terrible.
Longhorns.
I've been doing good. I turned the ball
This
over.
defense gets the pick 6.
It's all good.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7.
Run that shoe, dude. This is
He'll
brother
bring
or
it
something?
back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
My
This
quarterback
late in the
can
half,
hurt,
here's
too.
the question. How aggressive will the play calling be?
22.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll try to do it himself. Kept it and he's past the marker. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
With the draw, it's Martin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Direct snap. It's Martin. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the Yeah, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Manning unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Finds some room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Looking for blockers. Drills him with the stiff arm. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Hard running there. And he's knocked down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later.
Could be an alley. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cougars! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy.
Unloads it downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Trying to take it back. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the... with a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Arch Madness. Working that left side now. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it fly. With the catch, it's Lyons. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. BYU right back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Down of possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down.
Ready, 5. Ready, 5. Ready to go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short.
Man, it is do or die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback just takes the play over. On 4th down, knowing they're trailing, doing anything he can to scramble, find a way to keep this team alive in front of this home crowd. This is going to go down to the wire.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown Cougars. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Cougars with the immediate response.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Manning. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd, and it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass. Big 4th down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
4th down, Manning. This one's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these 4th quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
Here's Manning to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Got room to work. There he goes. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. The 20. He's at the 10. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time...
Goes high to pull it in. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Gets rid of it. Makes a catch. And he couldn't quite make it in. He's run out of bounds at the 1. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, Manning. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Cougars! How about this defense taking one back to the house? I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
Both of these Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Slips through the line. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Sellers. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down.
That's a really good job.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 40. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Just a little off. Incomplete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Sellers. Here comes the heat. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. To the air, it's Sellers. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Here's Sellers to throw. Under fire. It's on target and complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. He fires a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. With the draw, it's Fuller. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Looking to scramble. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing Sellers. Rushes on him. Past the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. From the red zone, it's Fuller. And he's in! Touchdown, Gamecocks! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Going for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Under fire. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sellers. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to find his man in the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Catch in the middle. It's Harbor.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Now improvising. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it down the field. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play, and now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's Sellers to throw. Lets it fly. Couldn't make the grab in the end zone, but this flag looks as if it'll be on the defense. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives them a first down. He's going for the goal line. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
In the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing, Sellers. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Back Locked up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Rebels.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
From inside the 15, here comes a return. He's going to get loose. He won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Sellers takes the easy completion. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. Plays like that can just shoot energy through your team. The kickoff return for 89 yards and the score. He'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
What? And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Takes the handoff. It's Fuller.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Fuller. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
Got it behind the line. It's Clark. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Lacy. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Coming out with it, it's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Fuller. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Here's Sellers to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. On the run, deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Fuller. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. And he's got room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Sean, I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Unloads to the right. Got a man, it's Sellers. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Makes the catch. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Throwing Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Sellers on the play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
And he looks a little frazzled. And listen, I know he's been rushed and he's been hurried a little bit, but, man, big mistakes. You know, 3 interceptions today. It's hard to win football games with your quarterback making mistakes. And right there, just careless, floating off the back foot. He's got to tighten up those details.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Bring in the heat. He's got it on the move. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. 25 kicks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Stands in and takes the hit. Wide open downfield. The play-action pass works. They knew the defense would be coming after them. They convert, and they're going to get out with a... Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He wants to change this route. Now here's Reed. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here's a heat. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The RPO, it's complete. Makes the grab in their space. And he scores! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really important.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Unloads quickly. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this 1st down.
Arch is going to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Gets it out quickly. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
How good has this defense been coming in? They've had a plan for this.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It smothers. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Makes a grab and room to run. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Arch to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Booster, booster! Ready! Red 54, red 54! Ready,
Back
go!
to throw, it's Manning. That pass is incomplete.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Manning from the gun on third down. Makes the grab over the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Manning to the air again. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! On to attempt the try.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Got a little space. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Reed. Looking left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Dead center perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Manning. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finds a seam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Turning it on. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Reed.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Fires to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to...
Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Pulls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Reed to the air again. He's going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Reed. Under fire. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Field goal is good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They'll open the second half with a run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Defense not showing press coverage. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Arch Madness. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the running game. Got a little grass. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Throwing Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Quarterback making adjustments. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, what a big-time play for this defense. Backed up, they come after the quarterback, and they get a hit, and it's a physical one. Get the football out, and man, do they set their offense up with great field position inside the 10-yard line.
Here's Manning to throw. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's Reed to throw. Rushes on him. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. And the Aggies in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Brings it down on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Throwing Reed. Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Moving out to the right. Powers through. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Aggies get it right back.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Let's see what he can do with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, trailing late here in the fourth quarter, what an effort catching the ball in the middle of the field, knowing he's got to try to save as much clock as he can, and he's able to get himself out of bounds and do just that. That was incredible.
To throw, Manning makes the catch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Might be changing the route. Reed. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This time on target. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now on the move. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And you see this so much in college football. You give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Oh, they're after him. Connection to the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Reed finds a tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
It's complete to the right. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
Touchdown, Aggies! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. The Aggies get it right back.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. Quickly complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Fires to the big fella. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He'll pull it down. Looking for room at the 30. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And with 4 seconds left, this one to save the game. And it's good! They tied the game in the final seconds.
What a kick for that young man right there. And you just see the way it energized and galvanized his entire sideline. They've tied it up late. This thing's going to OT, and they look like they are ready to rock.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime.
We're gonna make it to the last one.
Everyone's memory. Alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
In the gun, third down, Reed. On the move, he fires. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that was pretty good initial defense, man. I think they understood what he was trying to do, but that second play, the QB scramble, once he gets outside of the pocket, and then just the feel for the big fella to understand where to get to. They were on the same page and now set up with an awesome situation, 1st and goal for this offense.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown!
What a
Aggies.
play! What a play call, huh?
Here in overtime.
What a play
Have
call.
yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back.
And you knew I was
And
going to score,
4
so I don't know why you went
touchdowns
on
the day.
defense first. But it's going to always be on you, man. Can't burn.
They know what's
can't
in front
burn me
of them.
over
They
the
have
top,
to
so.
answer that score with a touchdown. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Here's Arts to throw. Now he's going to glide away from
Don't do it.
pressure. He breaks the tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
That is a big win for
He's in
this
the box.
defense as they were right there
He's
as
in
soon
the
as he
box.
got the ball.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Makes the grab.
Touchdown,
Texas! They
He
got
won't-
the score
Oh,
now to
okay.
see if they go for the win or the tie. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And the extra point was good.
Oh, man. Nice your ball. Right?
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. Manning throws to the tight end.
Ooh, I couldn't click on my person.
They're able to keep him
Could
out
not
of the
click
end zone.
on him,
He'll be
bruh.
stopped at the 2
Okay.
after the big play in the passing game. This thing has been back and forth now. 1st and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, they go
Let's
right
go.
back to it.
Let's
Great
go.
penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense.
Touchdown, Longhorns! They take the lead here in the second overtime period.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8.
Not really.
Now on first
Not
down, they
really.
need to answer with a touchdown.
Nah, I don't play. I don't play with
Offense changing
stress.
the play.
Just play the game.
Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the
Oh
big
my
tight end.
God.
Just too
One
much
play
mustard
touchdown.
on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Come on,
Well, the
man.
good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go
Do
with
that
the
to
football
me.
that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. This time it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. From the gun, bringing the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Texas A&M. With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go winning.
Yeah, man, I
Got
need to
it!
win, right? Like these rules, I gotta go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, gotta come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you gotta go execute.
So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Sends it back in motion. They want to run this quarterback. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Arch Madness. They can't convert.
Let's go.
That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on.
Yeah, you didn't have nobody blitzing. I mean, blocking. Oh, let's lock it. Let's lock it up.
So here
Let's
we go
lock it
again,
up.
and we'll see just
Let's
how
lock
deep that
it
2-point
up.
conversion bag really is.
Let's lock it up. Another sack. Nobody blocked. Oh
They
no!
got it done with the 2,
Oh,
and now
player
they
blocked
hold
me.
the edge deep in overtime.
It's all about mental toughness. That's impressive there to get the 2-point play, and now you're putting it on your defense. Can they rise up to the occasion, David?
Bro, caught
Make
me
a
up.
play and end this.
He caught
Man,
me
and that's what
up.
you're doing. You're trying to get energy from him. You're walking over there to him. Guys, we just need one stop. One stop, and we walk out of here a winner. I know you're exhausted. Just give me one more play.
And the ball
Oh
is
no, they
free on the
cheated.
pitch.
They cheated.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The week has been immersed in midnight
cheated.
yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with...
Oh, they cheated. Bro. They really fumbled the ball on the snap. Come on, bro. You can't make this up. Can't make this up. That's it, man. I've been streaming for like 3 hours.